In today's video, it's Amazon giveaway time again for this month. Plus, together we are going to take a classic Dollar Tree DIY and breathe some new life into it using some inexpensive items. So stay tuned because this most classic, popular Dollar Tree DIY is about to begin. Hello, my friend. Welcome back to another video. So today we're going to take a Dollar Tree charger plate and transform it into a beautiful piece of home decor. We'll be using inexpensive items from the Dollar Tree, plus a few other random things I have in my stash box to create a sparkling piece of art. And yes, even though it's home decor, it's still a piece of art. So these little half wood spheres came from Hobby Lobby. I had them in my stash. They were $3.49, and I believe I got them on 40% off. I also got myself a new glue gun that I'm very anxious to try out. It's a Sure Bond glue pen. So this is very simple. I'm going to walk you through step by step on how to create this piece of home decor. So I'm taking my glue pen and I'm just putting some glue around the lip of the bottom of the charger. You'll see that I flipped the charger over. I'm taking some Mardi Gras beads from the Dollar Tree and just wrapping them around that little lip. All of the work is done on the bottom of the charger plate, not on the front of it. So we can hang it easily if we want. And there's another reason why, which I'll show you in a little bit. A lot of this is repetitive. It's just gluing down. And so I sped some parts up. But you can really get creative with the design on this. As I stated in the beginning, this is one of the most popular Dollar Tree DIYs that I come across. And I love how versatile this DIY is and how you can create so many different designs. So once I got to the end there, I just measured where I needed to cut and cut off that little extra piece and glued the final last section. Let me address this glue pen. It was so awkward for me to use. I don't know why, but it's nice for detail work. It has a really fine point on it. I do like that. It took a while for me to get used to holding it and using it, but it worked great. So once this section was done, I moved on to gluing down my half wood spheres. Now, at the Dollar Tree, they sell little glass vase fillers. I know you've seen me use them on here before. You could also use those if you don't have something like this. You could use stones. Again, there are so many options that you can do. You could take the Mardi Gras beads and glue them all around the entire bottom of the plate. It would look beautiful. But anyway, I chose these wood spheres, half wood spheres. And again, I'm just gluing them down one next to the other. I'll go around the entire plate and then move on to the next step. So we have another Amazon giveaway to do for this month. Details for entering are in this video. Okay, so before you go any further, you see these glue strings? You got to get them off of there because you'll see them in the final product or the finished project if you don't. So two ways. You can either pick them up and pull them off, clean it up that way, or you could just get the heat gun out and just heat them up and they'll disappear. Okay? So I'm going to take off those glue strings before I go any further and then move on to the next step. So I found these strings of wood beads at the Dollar Tree and I took 3 strands and emptied them onto my plate, or took them off the string and put them on my plate, I should say. Once I have those off the string, I'm going to take them and I'm going to glue them onto the back of the charger just like this. Okay, so next what we're going to do, in between these round wood balls here, see we have this in between? We're going to place the Dollar Tree wood beads with the hole facing upwards right in between like this. So we're going to put a dab of glue right there. And then we're going to take this and stick it right there in between. So we'll take another one, put a dab of glue, place the bead. Make sure that you inspect these beads. You may not want to use ones that have any markings in them. It's a really soft wood, so it can dent very easily. But you don't want to see that in your finished work. So just make sure that you're using ones that look pretty decent. I think out of the 3 strands that I bought, there were only 3. So it's not like a large quantity of them are dented, even though they come from the Dollar Tree. So here we go, another dab of glue. A dab of glue will do ya. Okay, so just like that, and I'm going to do that all around the charger. Wait till you see how pretty this comes out. I think you're going to love it. It's an old Dollar Tree DIY that I am revamping. Kind of giving it my own little special spin, okay? So let me keep going on this Dollar Tree DIY, and I will be right back. So here's what it looks like after placing them all down in the grooves. So now, down here, because I have an even number of these, I'm going to have to do 2 in a row the same. So we're going to put one here and one here. And then from this point forward, I'm going to skip one and then put one. Skip one, put one, skip one. Okay? So here, let me demonstrate. If I had used an odd number of these here, it would have worked out to where I could have just skipped every other one, but because I didn't, I have to do this. So 2 are going to be done like this. And now I'm going to skip, yes, skip, yes. So we're skipping this one. This one's a yes, so we're going to place a bead there. Just like that. So now I went around skipping every other one and added a bead. Okay, before I go on, I highly recommend laying things out before you glue them down, and more importantly, making a little mark, because again, you're not going to see any of this in the end, the plate, if there's any like mark on it, anything like that, you're not going to see it. So I highly recommend laying them out and maybe making a mark, because had I done that, I wouldn't have used an extra one of these. I would have spaced them right, and my little design would have worked out. Again, even though we have a double 3 together, it's not going to be noticeable in the end. Your eye is not going to focus on that at all. This thing is going to be gorgeous. So now what I'm doing is, for every one that I skipped, you'll see I laid them out this time. Not that it matters now. I'm off one. But anyway, for every one that I skipped, I'm going to take one of the wood beads from the Dollar Tree without a glue string on it. Again, multiple times through this project, you're going to have to get rid of your glue strings because you do not want to see them in the final piece. So every one that I skipped, down at the bottom, straight down, or as straight as I can possibly go, I'm going to put a bead. So one there, and there's another glue string. So we need one right here. Okay, just like that. And I'm going to do that all around the plate for the one that I skipped. Wait till you see what I put on top of these little beads. Do you enjoy Dollar Tree DIYs? Let me know in the comments. Also, would you enjoy seeing things from a thrift store recycled or upcycled into beautiful home decor? Let me know what you think in the comments. Now, for some more texture, I have some pearls from the Dollar Tree. I like that they're selling these now because they don't have the holes in them. I love pearls that don't have holes because I don't want to have a hole in my artwork if I don't need it, right? And then I have to cover it. Like this is something different. I knew what I was going to do with these, but I like to have something round to create some texture that doesn't have holes in it. And usually pearls are, used for jewelry, so this is good that they have these now. And I know that, for some of you, you may say, well, my Dollar Tree has had pearls for 10 years. I think they're all different in what they receive in the store to sell because I have not had some of these products in mine. Definitely not these pearls. So what I'm going to do is just go like this with each one and glue it down in between the little half wood rounds. Okay, just like this all the way around. Details on the Amazon giveaway for this month are coming up next, so please stay tuned. And then the last thing I'm going to glue down before we go to the next step is the pearls in between each of these wood beads, okay? So I'm going to kind of just eyeball it the best I can. A little glue. And a pearl. Just like that. A little glue. And a pearl. All right, so I will do that all around the edge in between each of the little wood beads. And this is where we're at. So now what I'm going to do off camera, because it's miserable out and I have to hold an umbrella to do this, is to go outside and spray paint this entire thing silver, okay? Then when we come back, we're going to move on to the next step. For the spray paint, I'm going to be using Krylon Premium Metallic. I have my little trigger on there. I love this little trigger. It helps so much if you have any kind of issues with your hands. Like I have rheumatoid arthritis, so my hands are destroyed, which is why you see me wearing gloves and all kinds of things. But anyway, it makes it so easy to spray the paint. I'll put a link in the description for you. So I don't know if you could see that or not. There's a little button or a little lever over the top of the nozzle. This slides onto the can, and when you pull that trigger, it pushes down on the nozzle and sprays for you. It's so much easier. But anyway, I need to spray paint this all silver before I move on to the next step. This is where you're going to see the real magic happen and this piece start to come to life. What a difference that makes, huh? Look at that. Pretty, pretty. So you don't have to use silver. You can use any color you want. Black, just any color you want. Now I'm going to take a Dollar Tree mirror and I'm going to disassemble it. There are 3 screws in the back on this mirror. I unscrewed them and it pops right out. I'm going to take the mirror and I'm going to glue it in the center of that charger plate. And this is why we do it upside down, because the mirror fits in that bottom area perfectly. That's a Dollar Tree mirror. So we're making a beautiful custom mirror for your home for a fraction of the cost that you would buy it. I mean, mirrors are very expensive. especially if you go to like Z Gallery or one of those, posh home decor stores that sell the glittery home decor. It can be very expensive. You can make one for under 10 bucks yourself. I mean, we have the charger plate, we have some cheap wood beads from the Dollar Tree, a cheap mirror. You probably have beads laying around at home. It can be done, trust me. So, that is why this Dollar Tree DIY is one of the most popular. You can make so many beautiful mirrors with this technique and these products from the Dollar Tree. So the last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take a paper towel, which I thought was one piece of paper towel, but it was one of those split paper towels, put it on the mirror so I don't scratch it up while I'm working. And I'm going to use some of these rhinestones from Hobby Lobby that I got for $3.50 a bag. They were half off. So what I'm going to do is glue them on top of those holes of the Dollar Tree wood beads. So at first I used some clear glue from Elmer's. I felt it was a little too thin to grab the rhinestones off of my jewel picker that I had. So I did eventually switch over to a white glue that dried clear, tacky glue, I believe it's called, 8 by Aileen's. And I just brushed it over the whole surface there, right around the lip, and placed the bead, or the rhinestone, I'm sorry, right on top there and let it dry. Sometimes when a glue is really thin, it's hard using these pick-me-up sticks with the rhinestones. So what these are, they're little sticks that have a wax, rubbery, sticky tip on them, and it helps you pick up the rhinestones and place them. But if the glue is really thin, the little rhinestone doesn't want to come off of the pick-me-up stick. So that's why I switched to a thicker glue eventually, but it did all work out in the end. If you want to hang the mirror, all you have to do is glue down a piece of twine or a cord and glue it on the back. You could also try to install a little hook. Just flip over and glue on the front, the actual charger plate front, that piece of cord. And you could temporarily attach it using some hot glue and then put the regular glue there too. But now, before I show you my finished DIY Dollar Tree mirror, let's go over the Amazon gift card giveaway rules. First, you must be a subscriber, so make sure to subscribe. Second, you must leave a comment letting me know what you thought about today's video below. And third, make sure you click that like button. The winner will be selected by a random comment picker on April 27th, 2025 at 3:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Good luck to you all, and thank you so very much for your continued support. I get a drum roll, please. Look how beautiful this mirror turned out. I love it. I'm going to make so many more for around my house. And I'm going to display mine on a plate stand on a nice little table that I have in my living room. However, again, if you want to hang it, just hot glue a piece of twine to the back, which is actually the front of the charger plate, and then put some real glue there too so that makes it good and solid, okay? Let me know what you thought about today's DIY. I had so much fun doing this. I have so many ideas for designs and items to use to create different looking mirrors. And who doesn't love a good, pretty mirror, right? The rhinestones look so pretty. They sparkle so nicely on top of those little Dollar Tree wood beads. I absolutely love it. It's a very simple DIY that takes very little time to create. So, my friends, next weekend is Easter for some of you. I will not be releasing a video next weekend, but I will be back the following weekend with a fantastic Dollar Tree DIY for your outdoor area that you do not want to miss. This one's going to be good. So, join me here again, April 27th. Find out if you're the winner of that Amazon gift card. And until then, I wish you all the best. An early happy Easter to those that celebrate, and until the next time, happy creating!